10 signs of an overthinker person. Have you ever felt that you are trapped in your mind? Do you feel exhausted and overwhelmed by your thoughts? Although it is a good habit to think thoroughly, we can be overwhelmed with all our thoughts. Our body can be stressed out due to all the reasonings and research. If the mind starts analyzing everything and wants to know the hidden meaning, then it can actually have adverse effects. You keep thinking about all the consequences for any of your choice. You think about what ifs almost for the entire day, even for a whole month too. Maybe you are an overthinker. Here are the signs to get to know more about it. 1. You can't sleep well. Sleep is important. While we sleep, our body and mind regenerate themselves. The purpose of sleep is to make you healthier and re-energize your body and mind. But how can you get a nice and quality sleep when there is always something inside your head? You keep thinking about your past. You wonder about all your past mistakes. You think about tomorrow, what to wear, what activities you have to do, and even you think about your future. When will I get married? Will I have children? Will they be happy? Will I be happy? When you can't get good quality of sleep, this is one sign that you are feeling anxious and you are an overthinker. How was your sleep lately? Can you sleep well enough? How do you feel when you wake up? 2. You analyze people too much. One sign you are an overthinker is you analyze too much about anything, including your surroundings. When you see strangers on their road or in public transportation, your mind is filled with questions such as, how is his or her day? They look irritated. What happened? Hey, she wears the same hat as mine. I wonder if she got it in the same store like mine. Or is it the fake one? Ouch. That man fell on the stairs. I feel so sorry for him. Shouldn't he go to the hospital? And so on and on. It is nice when you have sympathy and empathy, but maybe you should give your mind a break. You don't want to have a breakdown just because of your thoughts. 3. You can't see so many different outcomes from one scenario. How do you see events? Do you act like Steven Spielberg, who makes different endings from one story? Let's say you go to your office and take a route. On your journey, you think and wonder, what if you take another route? What will you see and what events might happen? You look at yourself now in front of your laptop. You might think about what different possibilities may happen when you are not seeing this video. How many scenarios do you have in your mind right now? Would you share it with us? What will be your choice then? 4. Thinking about hidden meaning. When you are talking to people, you can't just listen to them. You try to look for any hidden meaning in the conversation. You analyze whether they have other intentions behind their story. It's good if you are a detective and you try to find clues. It is good to be cautious with others, but when you keep doing this, even to your closest relative, maybe you are one of the overthinkers. Try to remember this, not everyone is an imposter. They might be among us, but hey, this is our world we are living in right now, not that small spaceship with cables all around the place. 5. You are living in fear. It's normal to feel fear, especially when you start something new. A new journey, a new place, meeting with a new person, or when you come across wild animals. It is our basic survival instinct. One thing you must be aware of is when you feel fear almost every time in your life. You fear that tomorrow you won't be able to make a living. You feel scared that your family and friends won't be with you anymore. You fear of the future. It seems that there's nothing good in the future for you. If you keep feeling fear, this is one strong sign of an overthinker. What do you think about your future right now? 6. You keep remembering your mistakes. Mistakes are something we've done in the past. More or less, our mistakes are what makes us now. If you are an overthinker, you might see your mistakes over and over again. You keep regretting them, even though you know that there is nothing you can do to change the past. Do you have any regrets regarding the past? What are those? Can you move on or stuck with regretting your past mistakes? 7. Do you want to control everything? Overthinkers are people who overthink about anything. To make things better, they want to take control of their surroundings. They make sure unexpected events won't happen in their life. Well, even the most powerful person on earth can't control everything. Whatever they do, they can't control any response on social media about them. You can't control others' thoughts and their words. You can't control your past and you can't predict the future. How do you feel about things don't go your way? How do you feel when uncontrolled things happen? How do you take it? 8. You want perfection. An overthinker is maybe quite close with a perfectionist. Why do you want to pursue perfection? It can come from your overanalyzing thoughts. You overanalyze everything to make things happen according to what you want. You want to avoid any wrong decision. This makes you think way too much before you make a decision. Sometimes you don't believe your intuition. Every time a hunch comes in, you immediately ignore it. You only believe all your thoughts and reasoning. How much do you want perfection? Do you want everything to be perfect? 9. You need everything well organized. You want everything around you to be neat and well organized. You feel panic if you see something is not in the right order. You need to make sure that everything, we mean every single thing, is in place. One thing that might become your worst nightmare is when you don't prepare enough. You never want to put yourself in an unprepared situation. Before you start meeting someone new, before your presentation, before your interview, and so on, you always make sure you have prepared enough. You make sure you go through each part. You need to organize everything to make sure there is no mistake can happen. What if we tell you that your boss is coming in shortly after this video? What will you do? 10. You are being skeptical on movies. We are not judging any moviegoers or film critics. They have their professional and unbiased opinions because it is their jobs. But if you are the one who constantly overanalyzes and criticizes all the movie, maybe you are an overthinker. Each time you watch movies, you can't help to think about, no, there's no way that can happen in the real world. This movie is impossible to be done in life. This is just a fantasy. If you are an overthinker, you can't help to make comments about how ridiculous the scene is. You keep comparing between the real world and the movie. Are you being skeptical about a movie scene? What is the most ridiculous scene that you think won't happen in real life? What signs do you think the best representative of you? If you feel that you are an overthinker, what are you going to do about it? Can you use it to your advantage? Do you know any other signs? Make sure to hit that like button and share it to your friends who need this. Subscribe to this channel and thanks for watching.